Guys, welcome back to another video. The Frag Merchant here. I just want to start this video off by saying, holy shit, I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed it is hot as fuck. This summer, I've been dying. It's boiling hot. And for me, I don't have a pool, so it's so difficult for me to, cool down, especially after doing sports. I do a lot of sports, and just yesterday, I had a football training session, and I think I nearly passed out. It was hot as fuck, man. And especially during the periods of 4 to 6 p.m. That's when it's boiling. And speaking of the climate and weather, I know that I keep my fragrances stored in perfect conditions. Do you guys do it? It's important to keep your fragrances in good conditions so they're not affected by any external factors. So that's why in today's video, we're going over where to not keep your fragrances and where to keep your fragrances. Let's get into it. Now, this first location in which people keep their fragrances is a very notorious, well-known spot. The home of the storage for fragrances is none other than the fucking bathroom. Now, I know this is gonna trigger like 80% of people who own fragrances. I cannot stress this enough. Do not keep your fragrances in the bathroom. There are plenty of reasons why. Now, one of the main reasons why you shouldn't keep your fragrance in the bathroom is because of the high temperature and the humidity. And mainly due to the shower. When you shower with boiling hot weather, it gets really humid, and then that can really affect the actual fragrance itself. It kind of affects the chemical compound of the fragrance. I'm not really going to go into too much depth, but it affects the chemical compound, and that eventually affects the projection and longevity. Plus, it also alters the smell of the fragrance. Now, someone who hasn't actually learned from this, from my own family, is my mom. She loves to keep her fragrances in the bathroom. And such a shame, because this is a really good fragrance from the Armani Privé collection. She doesn't want to listen. I've told her countless times, but she doesn't want to listen, and now that fragrance has gone to waste. So yeah, first, do not keep your fragrances in the bathroom. Now, this is another crazy wild spot that people be putting their fragrances in. The fridge, bro. Like the fridge. The fridge, bro. Like, people be taking their fragrance like, yo, let me just put my fragrance in the fridge, bro. It's gonna come out, crispy and cold. It's gonna last longer, bro. Look at me. Really, bro? You're putting your fragrance in the fridge. Really, bro? Bro, and to make things worse, people will be putting in their fragrances thinking they're gonna get stronger with you freeze. They put in stronger with you and they think they get stronger with you freeze. Like, bro, look at this. Look at this, bro. This is where you keep food, not fragrances. Similarly to what I was saying, one of the main reasons why you shouldn't put your fragrance in the fridge is because the humidity and how it can genuinely affect the longevity and the actual smell itself. It really does kind of bring it down a level. One good spot is actually the cupboard. Believe it or not, yes, the cupboard is a good spot for you to store your fragrance. I have clothes in the back. I don't have space right now, but this is where I keep my fragrances in my house. I keep them in my cupboard. They're perfect for that location because there's no really external factors affecting the fragrance. It's not really affected by humidity and all those previous factors I was listing before. It's kind of maintained in a constant room temperature, and it's shielded basically in a way. So that is a really good spot for storing your fragrances, especially if you have a lot. So a shelf or a cupboard, anything, it kind of helps you with how many you can store and the actual internal fragrance itself. Here's another example of where you can actually store your fragrance. As I previously mentioned, a shelf or a cupboard. You got this big shelf right here. You have the fragrance right here. You can also keep multiple up here. It's not being affected by, anything around it. You're not really close to any high temperature, low temperature, because this is sort of shielded, not really close to the window. So yeah, this is a good spot. Another spot I do recommend, but not really,
only if you don't have the previous options I mentioned before. If you do have a closed space, for example right here in your bathroom, far away from the shower, then you should be fine. As long as it's far away, it's closed, then you should be fine. But I do not personally recommend this, only if you don't have a shelf or a cupboard or space to put your fragrance. So this is only for that exception.
That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully now you know where to not keep your fragrances and where to keep your fragrances. I'm not joking. Don't keep your fragrances in the fridge. I'm serious. That's it for today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.